Hello, I'm Darren. I'm from Movie Reviews 101, and today we're going to talk about The Amateur. Directed by Ryan Koo and starring Michael Rayner Jr., Josh Charles, and Brian White. The story here follows a young basketball prodigy, Terran, a 14-year-old internet sensation basketball player who has been tearing up his local area at his school. Even if he's not on the winning team, he's the best player in the league by a long way. And the internet following has just gathered and gathered and gathered. But when his father pushes for him to try and get to the next level, a high school coach comes along, Coach Gaines, and he offers him a chance to become part of this big high school team, which will guarantee him a university college scholarship, the works, and he could become the next biggest basketball player in America. And this is going to be very interesting when we get to see how he handles being in a high school environment with high school kids. Roughly, he's only 14. He's around high school seniors. He was like 17, 18. Taller than him, understand things. But the big thing with Terran is he has dyscalculia and he cannot read numbers. They all just turn into blur sequences. So when it comes to like the final clock, he has to have someone count down. He has to learn the plays a different way to other people. And this is really interesting to see. And we get to see where his dream of being the next star will take him. So we go to Darren's ups. The three things I liked the most about this movie. I liked how this movie took into account that this prodigy has a learning disability that he is trying to overcome as well. He has worked, his mother especially has helped him find ways to deal with this. It's difficult if you have this problem to explain it, and he has his own little program when he was at the original school how to solve this thing. He records his classes and then tries to work it out himself before even considering asking for help, which I think was really interesting to see. And watching how they shoot the scoreboard to him is just like blur lines, and you understand this kid doesn't really understand what's going on. He doesn't always know whether they're winning or losing either. But they show how he learns things very well. The performances are great. The whole cast, especially Michael Rayner Jr. as the young player, we get to see how he handles the basketball and the off-the-court stuff. This is all what we need to see in this type of movie. Everything's good. And my final up, I have to say, is probably where this movie goes and how it shows the different generational thing for the prodigy players. Like, I know it's probably over the last 10 years we've started seeing this. Like when we first saw like old clips of like a Messi for football, or a Michael Jordan, or Tiger Woods doing his little golf tricks and everything, but you never really saw too much. Now it's like this, you can see the stars of the future on the internet and seeing how quickly they can gather success rather than it be like the long haul which we would have seen in the 90s to the 2000s players. So seeing how this world works is really interesting to see, and how he actually has taken it in and using it himself to try and put himself in the spotlight is good too. There's downs. Now for the downs. This is actually a bit more difficult than I imagined, but I don't understand basketball. Yeah, if you don't understand basketball, some of the plays are going to go like this. And the way they shoot it, you don't quite understand what just happened. And again, that's just because I have no idea about basketball. I know there's a 3-point and there's a 2-point and there's a buzzer and it goes in a hoop with a backboard. I know how to play basketball but I don't really understand the scoring system. And unless you understand the scoring system, this is a negative, which is strange because I keep saying, because I understand poker, I didn't like Molly's game as much, because they dumbed down how to play poker. So it's thrown out there. If you don't understand basketball, you will struggle. I'm not going to say there's many, because again, I felt like what we saw is also very important. The dark side of this is hard to watch, and how they treat these kids is very harsh and very unfair for what they are. They just want to play. They want to be the best, but what they do is quite hard to watch. It is important, but it's hard to watch. I'm going to cut the line at 2 because I feel that's all we need to worry about. I didn't really not like much of this movie. I found this to be a brilliant little sports drama, which is strange. Netflix has given me 2 because I really like First Match and now Amateur. I'm going to recommend both, depending on the sport of choice. Basketball for this one. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5, and I'm going to say go and try it. Get your Netflix up, watch this movie, and see what you think. Let me know below what you thought of the movie. And until next time, I'm going to go and do what I do best. Watch movies.